Just how powerful is Garou after surviving certain death? With just a single heavy punch, he decapitated a demon-level monster. By the time Royal Ripper could even react, the whirlwind iron cutting fist that followed had already shredded his body. It turns out that after Garou's defeat at the hands of the monsters, not only did he survive his near-death state, but he pushed his physical limits and triggered his fighting instincts, allowing him to instantly shatter his previous strength bottleneck. Knowing Tario was captured and in grave danger, didn't hesitate to storm the Monster Association to rescue him. Soon Gyoro detected an intruder, but couldn't determine if they were monster or hero, so he ordered his subordinates to intercept. If it wasn't a monster, they could do with him as they pleased. Meanwhile, Child Emperor was close to locating the Monster Association's base, but the S-Class heroes had yet to fully assemble. Metal Bat and Tank Top Master are still hospitalized. Drive Knight is missing, and both Watchdog Man and Metal Knight refuse to join. Aside from Zombie Man, who is on his way, those still unreachable are Bang, Genos and King. However, Child Emperor suspects a mole in the association, so he asked the coordinator to exclude 2 people. One is Genos, since he is an S-Class newcomer with no significant track record. The other is Ban, who let Garou go before, perhaps out of affection for his disciple, he showed mercy. The coordinator agreed to Child Emperor's request, but as a backup plan, he will select Summer Class to C-Class heroes to support the S-Class. Elsewhere, Saitama is cooking hot pot at home, but this amount isn't nearly enough to share among 7 people. To snag more of the ingredients, everyone is pulling out all the stops. Fubuki's goal is clear. The premium beef slices in the pot are hers and hers alone. But, unexpectedly, Genos beats her to the punch and snatches them away.
The meat in this pot belongs to the Blizzard Group. I won't let you have your way, Genos. Put me to the test. That is something I cannot allow back off. There, he's, surprisingly stubborn for an old man. It's nothing, just believe in me like you always do. Shimao. Then Fubuki turned her sights on Bang's older brother Bomb,
claiming he had no right to be part of this group. Hearing this, Genos was so incensed, he nearly resorted to violence. But luckily, the doctor stopped him just in time. However, seeing that Genos had made so many friends, Doctor felt deeply gratified.
Genos, I can sense your growth through these bonds. Make good use of it. Hey, no ordering. Dr. Kuseno, around. Knock, knock, knock on the door. While the others were feasting little, did they know King had been asleep for quite a while? To be more precise, he had passed out.
He was unfortunately knocked out of the race the moment the meat grabbing began. By the time he woke up the next morning, only he and Saitama remained in the room. Everyone else had been kicked out right after the hot pot was finished. As King left, Saitama asked him to take out 2 bags of trash. The streets here are deserted because the monster appearance rate is so high that everyone has moved away, but thanks to Saitama living there, King didn't encounter a single monster on his entire way back after successfully reaching his front door. Staff from the Hero Association had already been waiting for a long time, but when they saw the stains on King's clothes, the 2 mistook it for monster fluids and remains, and imagined a grand, intense battle. Meanwhile, the Hero Association's benefactor has completely shut down, as the squad he dispatched hasn't checked in for a long time, assuming they've been wiped out by monsters. Now hope rests solely on the S-Class heroes, however. Tatsumaki isn't happy upon hearing that her sister will also join the raid.
I think you could say I have a lot of control.
I got it. Meanwhile, Royal Ripper found Tario and wanted him to play a game. Or rather, to satisfy his bloodlust. But little does he know, Garou is already on his way.
You can't leave this place. Oh! Don't you dare leave!
That covers the main plot of the latest One Punch Man chapter. Now let's dive into some settings and details. First, looking at Garou's route to the Monster Association for the rescue, along with the shot of King taking out the trash. It's clear that the Monster Association's base is right near Saitama's home. Second, Garou isn't the only one fully revitalized in this episode. There's also Saitama's hot pot. One moment it's just leftovers, and the next it's a full pot again, seeming like a bottomless supply no matter how much they eat. Next, a bit more on Royal Ripper's setting. He possesses immense physical strength, agility, and a regenerative ability that lets him reattach limbs as long as his bandages remain intact. Armed with 2 long blades, he can deliver lightning-fast slashes, tearing through his opponent's flesh. At the end of the episode, he's decapitated and shredded by Garou in a single strike, meeting his end. One last thing, Tatsumaki, the overprotective sister, is really